Oh my God. Oh,
now
tap, tap. Oh yeah.
What is going on, everybody? It's April 8th, solar eclipse day. We got a small window with no wind in the morning here. It's about 40 some degrees. It's pretty cold out, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Had to skip out on work today. Couldn't let the first chance to get out for tog slip through my fingers. It's been windy so far all April. No chances, but this is gonna be it. Hopefully we hammer them. Let's get it. Alright guys, we're here at the first wreck. Just want to show you guys exactly what we're looking for. So when you're pulling up, I got a couple marks because I know where the structure's at. However, you'll see it come up on your screen. Currently we have down scan on. You know, this will work with a fish finder. You just need to have a more significant wreck for a fish finder. The fish finder's gonna have trouble seeing this, just your, you know, your basic chirp. But as we pull up here, you'll see some stuff start popping up on the screen. You need to have some sort of structure. The tog are all about structure. So you can see my sand's getting a little denser down there. And there's the wreck right there. So now what we'll do is spot lock, hopefully. There we go. She wasn't feeling it. But you can see the wreck really coming in now. So that's what we're looking for. That's right where you want to be. All right guys, so we primarily use green crabs. You can get white leggers, they're just a little harder to find, and they'll have, you know, they're much larger crabs, and they'll have white shells on them. They got like red blood. But so this is your typical green crab here. All we're gonna do is chop his legs off, like so, and then we're just gonna chop them right in half. We're jig fishing this morning. I do have some rigs, but you know, primarily I like to jig fish. I think it's funner, it's lighter, but sometimes the rig works better. But so basically that's what you want your crab to be looking like, and you're just gonna run your hook right through his legs there. Grab us a rod. For jigs, it's a magic tail jig. The glows usually work the best. They always work. The other colors work pretty good too, but glow always seems to work the best. So you're literally just gonna take your hook, run through that first knuckle, and kind of just wiggle it around. Try not to stab yourself going through the crab by accident. Once it plops in there, you're just gonna come right back out the other side, a different leg, and that's all you need right there. I've got like 8 feet a leader here. It's a lot more than I usually use, but I've been getting broken off with less. So, you know, you're dropping down into some deep holes on some of these wrecks. So it's better to have more than less. So you want to keep your line real tight. Just want to feel for those little scratches. If you got slack, you're not going to feel the scratches. Sometimes it can take a little bit. They're usually pretty quick to get on it, but sometimes, you know, they can take a little while. Usually in the spring, they bite much better though. Usually in the springtime, they can be pretty aggressive. In the winter time, it's a much scratchier bite. I don't know if it's just because the water's colder or what. feel a little bit of scratching, maybe. Sometimes I'll pick it up and drop it back down just to kind of give it a little clunk on the bottom. Sometimes the disturbance will bring them over. Not sure how well they're going to be able to see down there. It's been raining real bad. It's been real windy lately. Literally the last couple weeks, it's just the way it's been. But hopefully that means they're hungry. Alrighty, so it doesn't seem like anybody's alive on this wreck, so we're going to try out the next one. Bumped out to some deeper water, see if it makes a difference. No luck so far on the closer wrecks. Definitely chewing on this wreck though. Gotta get back into the swing of things. Got him. Feels like a little guy. Snagged him, that's why. He's just laying on it. Yeah, these little guys are going crazy down here. Just had to move out in some deeper water. Just need something a little bigger. All right, let's cut up some crabs. Drop. God, I don't even think I got down. Another 14-incher. Blood on the boat, love it. Blood on the new cushions. So hard to say whether there's like a technique when they're biting like this in the spring. They just assault it. It's like sea bass fishing. You know, the winter time there's a little more technique into the bite. But this is just drop down and wait till it feels good. There we go. That's a little better. First keeper of the year, 15 inches on the nose. Awesome. Oh, this is another decent one. He's a fighter. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. He may not be big, I don't know. But he's fighting for sure. He's scrappy. Feels decent. That's a nice tog. Gonna be another keeper right there. 16 inches. Oh yeah, got him. Another scrapper. Looks like another keeper. Possibly. He is just at 15 inches. He's honestly a little close, so we're gonna let him go. He was bleeding a little bit, but I think it was pretty superficial. Oh my God. This is why we love it, people. This is the addiction right here. It's the tease. It's the knowing that they're there, chewing on that hook, and you just can't seem to hook them. Ah, yeah. Yeah, got you that time. This is why we love it. Look at that guy. Another keeper. So this one here is a male. You see he has white chin, usually real white and gray. You see he's kind of long, so he may not be a resident. Usually when they're resident, they're much fatter. You can see they get that white chin on them, kind of a blocky head. And here you have a female. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, honey. Here you have a female. You can see they kind of have a, not quite as blocky of a head, not really as gray. They're more like, kind of like a brownish. They get more of these like stripes kind of going on, but they don't have that big white chin on them. Right now, I know what is around. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Got him in the chin. Barely hooked. I would love to take this guy home because he's hurting. So as another 15 incher, you can see he's herniated real bad, so I'm definitely going to take him. But that's number 4. That's it. Just like that. Easy peasy. Time to go home. Not. If I drop it back down and they don't touch it, then I know that I'm got it. Yeah. You thought so, buddy. This feels like another decent one. Now you guys can just see how fat that fish is. It's much rounder. It's like a football. They say that the fatter fish presumably are more like residents. You know, they're lazy fish. They're kind of hanging out around town. Whereas sometimes you'll get them, they'll be real long and real skinny. And those are the ones that are on the move. They're swimming, migrating, I guess. Oh my God. Awesome. Awesome. Just a feeding frenzy. This is just a hot wreck. This is just a great representation of spring tog fishing. They just eat. They're hungry. I don't know what they were doing all winter, but they weren't eating. They see these green crabs drop down, and they are on it. Ooh, got him. Oh yeah. This might be another keeper. Not that we can keep anymore, but feels nice. Another big female. A lot of females here. Oh, oh. She gone. She had places to be and people to see. So with a rig, you're pretty much gonna have a weight and then a smaller leader coming off with 2 hooks coming out of this crab, right? So same kind of deal. We came in between the knuckles and then we came out. Now I think the thought process here is that they'll think these hooks are their legs and bite them. You know, I'm not sure if that's the thought process, but that's my thought process. You know, I chop the legs off, crush the skull. You know, that's pretty much it. You drop it down there and you fish it. Now, like I said, I'm terrible at this, but these fish might just be biting hard enough, you know, good enough for me to actually catch something with this. So we'll see. Hopefully we catch the biggest fish on this rig. Guys who catch big fish, they usually catch them on a rig. I don't know why. You know, plenty of people have caught big fish on a jig, but I think most of the bigger fish I've ever seen caught is on a rig. I just can't get into it. Can't get used to the bite. It's just different. Oh man. I mean, they like it. This feels like a good one. This feels like the best fish of the day. I don't know. This is a different rod, so it's hard to say. Oh yeah. Oh boy. She's angry. Biggest fish of the day, hands down. On the rig. Look at that, barely hooked right in the nose. That's a decent sized tog right there. Awesome. See her lips a little mangled up there. I'm guessing not her first time chewing on a hook. But we'll let her go. Oh my God, I got him. Oh my God, he's a beast. Look at that. Look at these tog. I mean, this is unbelievable. Every one of them's a keeper. That's what I'm talking about. Now this is springtime tog fishing. That's a male right there. You see the white? Beautiful. It's got a little bit of rust on them, a couple little rusty spots, but nothing too crazy. Nothing to write home about. Yeah, they love that, the wooden structures. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He is freaking out down there. It almost feels like I got two of them. That would be something. Oh my God, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Two fish at once. This is unbelievable. I thought it felt funny. Woo! That's awesome. I cannot believe that. That is just belligerent. Look at that. He's probably 15 inches. Guarantee it. 15 and a half, almost 16 inches. Beautiful fish. Belly flop. Sorry, buddy. That's my bad. Oh my God. Ate it. Inhaled it. This is a good one. It absolutely just tried to run away with it. Look at that, another keeper. This is awesome. This is why we come out here. You just had to be there. Another male. So cool. So pretty. All healthy looking fish. Alright, I do still see the birds over there, so I think we're gonna go check that out. I think I have to. That little bunker. It's like they're feeding on bunker. Look at all these birds. Fish at, buddy. Look at this guy. He's got two bunkers sitting here. There's the bunkers still out of them. Look at all these dead bunkers. These things are diving down into the murderers. Into it. So the reason I cut the legs into a bucket is because when you go to throw them back, if you cut the legs into the same bucket that the crabs are in, when you go to throw them back in your pen, I've got like a fine mesh pen because I put minnows in there. It will literally be filled with legs. And it's a real pain to get them out. So that's why I cut them into two different buckets. That and it's kind of a pain to like lean over the side and cut them every time. It just makes life easier. You know, I can just dump them all out. They don't get all over the boat. I mean, they're still all over the boat, but it would be much worse if they weren't. I got the rod tip. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Oh my God. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Come on, buddy. You're not getting back down there. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is the one I've been wanting. I don't know why my drag is not letting out at all. It's kind of worrying me a little bit. Oh, look at those head shakes. Oh, I love it. Look at that beast. Oh, yeah. That is what I've been looking for all day. Let me just pop the bail. Oh, yeah. I don't know how heavy that is. That's gotta be 7 or so pounds. Look at that. Big female. Awesome. Killer. Might have to get a video with the phone. I got him. Oh my God. This feels like a decent one. He's fighting at least. He's definitely not the biggest. But I don't think he's gonna be the smallest either. Oh, buddy. Look at you. A little rusty, a little rusteezy. Oh man, you're healthy. You are. That's why you were fighting so good. Look at that guy. A little rust on him. A little banged up snout. Oh, oh, oh. And he's gone. All right, guys. I think we're gunning it in. Getting a little windy out here. I know the GoPro probably can't see it, but it's gonna start getting real rough here in a little bit. I think it's supposed to kick up to like 20 miles an hour tonight, so we're gonna head on in. If you're watching the video, obviously I appreciate it. New to the whole YouTube thing, so if you can subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one.